What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Playbook Sports Podcast. It is time for the betting segment. This is the time where you guys get to make your money because you're not going to make a whole lot of money if you're following my pick six. And Addison's about even money, but now Colin is, hey, it's pretty good money. Yeah. So, Colin, on the locks for the season, we are sitting at 13-9. It's a 59% clip, so that's pretty good if you're just betting a unit on everything. Now, this week, since we didn't have any locks last week, what's the plan? What are we doing?
So we got to up the workload.
Yeah,
we got to make it up. Right?
Yep.
So we're going to move from 3 to 5 this week. We're going to go all in week 10.
All in max bet.
All in week 10.
All in week 10. Come on.
Max win.
Yes.
59%. We'll take that, and some of those are. A majority of those are probably plus money with the teasers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think all of your bets are plus money.
Throw out is plus money. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll take that. So we're going to keep the teaser. We're going to keep the moneyline parlay, and then we're just going to do 3 straight bets.
Okay.
Just for the hell of it.
Yes.
Okay. So where do we start? Let's start with the moneyline parlay. And it's going to be dicey because the research department did not let me know the game for the Colts was going to be in Berlin this week. So my locks are strictly on the Colts being the home team. But guess what? We're dropping sack.
That's right.
I'm not changing anything. I don't care where they're playing. I don't care when they're getting there.
They can play this game on the moon. Don't care.
Exactly. They can leave 2 hours before the game.
Yeah.
Play it on the moon, not taking the Colts. So we're taking the Colts, and we're going to take the Chargers as well. Okay. The moneyline parlay.
Okay.
2 teams that obviously are pretty good matchups. I mean, Atlanta coming off a big win in New England. Or no, they lost. They lost the PA.
Yeah, Romo, dude. They cut you on the way home.
And right before it, we're in the garage out here, and he goes, wouldn't it be the most Atlanta thing to miss the PAT?
I literally said it, and then he misses the PAT. I was like, oh my god, he did.
I was like, yeah, he's garbage. A game they should have won in New England, and that defense travel. Defense run game travel. We'll see if Bijan can have it this week. But I'm going to take the Colts. And then Chargers at home as well against the Steelers, who had a big game last week.
Yes.
Actually beat the Colts, who were in the parlay here.
True.
So give me the Chargers, give me the Colts, plus 129 odds for a 2-leg parlay there, just on the money line.
Love that.
Yes.
Moving into the 6-point teaser, we're going to bring the Patriots up from 2.5 to 8.5. I do like the Bucs to win at home, but I do think it's going to be a good game between 2 good teams. Plus 8.5 Bucs if they win, it's going to be close. So that's their formula.
They always win close. Literally always win close.
Only win close, yeah.
And then we're going to bring the Seahawks down from 6.5 to a half point at home against Arizona.
Oh, man.
Just win Seattle. You're one of the best teams in the league, and you're at home against a division opponent you know well.
Yep.
And then lastly here, we're going to take the Lions from 8.5. We're going to bring them down to 2.5 on the road in Washington against a team that should be deflated, emotionally at least, losing their leader last week. Lions win by 3 on the road, plus 140 odds for a 3-leg 6-point teaser. And let's get into the straight bets.
Yes, sir. Straight bets.
Straight bets. We're going to go to Monday night, and we're going to take that Philly, Green Bay over 45.5 points. Philly off the bye. I expect a big game from Saquon. We kind of touched on it on our earlier segments. Got to get that run game going. In Green Bay, you're going to have to keep up. 13 points this week's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it any week, but especially not this week. Minus 108 odds for over 44.5 points.
And you like to think that Green Bay can bounce back against this team in particular because who's the boundary? I mean, the boundary corners for Philly have struggled this year.
Man.
Like Jair Alexander's not going to be ready to go right away.
And so even then,
he's not been great.
He's been healthy scratched.
Right, he's been literally just not played.
He might have been a healthy scratch because we're going to trade him.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true. But still, I mean, he's not been what. You guys ain't trading him if he had been productive.
And so I like that pick a lot. I think this game goes over
24-21.
24-21 covers that.
It's not that crazy.
No, that would lose it. 45.5, 24-21.
44.5.
44.5. Oh yeah, easy
24-21. Come on, it's probably one of the most common scores in the NFL.
Yes.
Minus 108 odds.
Love that one.
Keeping the Colts team total. See, my research was Colts at home. Their lowest scoring point total in Indianapolis is 29 against Denver, who's a really good defense. But now it's going to be in Berlin. But
they have a German player.
They do have a German player, though.
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to my
guns.
guns.
Give him a touchdown.
They really could throw him.
If they're at the goal line,
a touchdown would be.
I'll bet on him anytime.
Oh, the Wiener Schnitzel would be flying in Germany.
Colts team total over 27.5 points. Bounce back. I'm pretty sure they dropped 20 last week with 6 turnovers.
Yes, they did.
So I hope, let's dial back the turnovers.
Yeah,
let's get those points back up. Big week for JT as well. Minus 106 odds for the team total.
Love that. Okay.
And lastly, we're going to bring it home with my Carolina Panthers.
Yo, whoa. Wait a minute. I was there first, okay? I was all over that.
I don't know. Steve's has been true, but Steve's been on it since last.
He's been picking them for a while. That's fair.
Now we're not gonna do the full game spread because I don't have those balls over here. I'm gonna do the first half spread, which is minus 2.5 points at minus 120 odds. Panthers by a field goal in the first half at home against the Aints.
The Aints.
That's gonna be the locks of the week. Moneyline parlay teaser 3 straights.
Okay. What was the odds on the Carolina one, just so I can wrap that up?
Minus 120.
Minus 120.
So
yeah, I like those. Oh, I really want to bet that 6-point teaser. I'm not going to do that to you because I will lose, but I really want to bet that 6-point teaser.
Yeah, I love that 6-point teaser.
I mean, New England plus 8.5. They're not going to get blown out.
No.
Seattle's going to win. And Detroit's going to win by 3. They got to. They absolutely have to. Mm-hmm. There's just no way that they don't.
Yeah, they can't fall to 5-4.
No, they cannot afford that. So.
I like the teaser a lot. I like the over in Philly and Green Bay a lot. I like the Panthers first half a lot.
Yeah, love that.
Colts team total. It's just the Colts because now the location's changed in my mind.
Right. But the Colts are still elite.
Yeah, and I know 6 turnover game, 20 points still.
Yes,
so.
the Colts score a ton of points, so I like that. Okay. Addison, outrageous take for week 10 of the NFL season.
Well, if I was on that Colts plane, I'd be flying over late, but I'm going to Berlin for this one as well. And it's not one player, it's 2 guys combo. Give me the running backs going crazy. 400 total yards, 5 touchdowns from Bijan and Taylor combined.
Oh, my.
Talk about outrageous.
Rushing plus receiving?
Yes, just 400 total yards. 400 total yards, 5 touchdowns. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Well, 200.
Man.
But 400 total. I think
love that one.
I love that.
one of them's going to go a little crazier than the other. Hopefully Taylor.
Hopefully Bijan. Fantasy.
I got Taylor on my
I know, that's why I can't have Taylor.
I got Colts in the locks and pick 6. So hopefully it's Taylor.
The 400 total and 5 touch from the 2 big-time superstars on those 2 teams in Berlin. Put on a show for our German fans.
Love that. Love it. All right, Sage, fantasy people, we're getting to the nitty-gritty here of the season where it's playoffs or now. It's like you got to start winning ball games if you want to make playoffs, man.
For sure.
In trouble if you don't start winning games. So who are the people picking up this week to try and save their season?
Well, of course, we're getting into the nitty-gritty, as you just said, and there's a lot of injuries right now.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you had Jaden Daniels on your team, you're hoping to make the playoffs because you drafted a guy high. I'm saying maybe you pick up a guy like Bryce Young against the New Orleans Saints right now. You know? I mean, he's playing. You're streaming quarterbacks at this point.
Yeah,
if that's where you're at, you're streaming quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And this is a good quarterback to stream right now. He's actually getting it done, not only through the air but on the ground. He's running as much as a 5'8" guy can.
Yeah, as much as he can.
As much as he can.
5'8".
Something like that.
As much as a 5'6" guy can.
I'm gonna keep going down every time I say.
Every time we talk about his height, it goes down a couple inches.
And then this 3'7" guy over here.
This 3'7" quarterback getting it done.
But now that they're starting Rico Dowdle, everything's opening up a little more. Ted McMillan is opening the back of the end zone a little more, and I just see this guy kind of going off against the Saints. You know, putting his money where his mouth is, saying, "Hey, keep me another year. I know you guys weren't believing in me, but hey, we're 5-4.
Yeah.
About to be 6-4.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Probably, man.
I believe in it. I think Bryce Young is that guy right now.
Okay.
Fantasy wise.
Yeah. Right.
Running back, I got Devin Singletary against the Chicago Bears. I would go Tyrone Tracy, but Devin Singletary somehow had 7 more carries than Tyrone Tracy last week. Man. You got to go with the hot hand, and only one of them's getting the ball. I got to go with the guy that's getting the ball right now. You know, I mean, Chicago's defense. We just saw Cincinnati. Granted, it's Cincinnati, but they just put up 40+ points against him. I mean, Chicago's defense has been porous. Yeah. Tyler Huntley just put up 30 points against him. Yeah. So on and so forth. So if anyone's getting the ball at the goal line, I think it's going to be Devin Singletary if they get to that point, right? As for wide receiver, I'm going with Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver.
Ew.
Parker Washington. This man has had 19 targets in the past 2 games.
Jeez.
And mostly it has to do with, BTJ being made of glass and Travis Hunter being on IR.
Yep,
and Hunter Long can't control the football.
He sucks.
And Brenton Strange, apparently, he sucks and also injured and all these things, there's no one else to throw it to. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going to have just enough dink and dunks. They'll probably have 1 touchdown of the day. And if anyone's going to score it, I think it's got a good shot to be Parker Washington. So give me Parker Washington against Houston, against that really great defense. But
very good defense.
Volume.
Someone's got to score.
Someone's got
to score.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
You're right. I did say earlier, I was like, they might not score. But I think they'll score one. Let's score one. And then my tight end for this week is going to be Luke Musgrave versus the Philadelphia Eagles. With Tucker Kraft getting out, I mean, I think they're getting in the rhythm where they say, hey, we've been throwing it to tight end this whole year, Mm-hmm. Luke Musgrave slots in, and remember, this guy was drafted first. Yeah. I think they drafted him the same year, and Luke Musgrave, he was a 2nd-round pick or something like that, and he just hasn't put it on, but now that they've got this opening, he could probably go off. Not go off Tucker Kraft-wise, he's not that athletic, but if he can catch enough passes and just keep you above... he can get 10 points in fantasy. Yeah. That's what you're expecting from a tight end.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'd take that.
You need 10 points from a tight end. Luke Musgrave's your guy right here.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I like it. Those are good plays. Bryce Young would be an interesting one to pick up. I'm looking at quarterbacks because I have Mahomes on a bye, so I'm like, I have Jackson Dart, who I'm gonna probably roll with, but
Oh, you gotta roll Jackson.
I gotta probably roll with Jackson Dart.
He's gonna seriously. I'll be betting on Dart to have 60 rushing.
Yeah, for real.
Right.
And touchdown probably.
He might.
Yeah.
All right, people, sound the alarm. Because there's a nuke incoming.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's a nuke coming to town today. Now, I hope this one's launching, okay? I've said it in the past, we're more akin to North Korea here, right? More likely to not actually launch. These nukes are typically just going to sputter out and crash into the sea and not even bother exploding.
Mm-hmm.
This one is exploding. This one is touching down. And it's the Buffalo Bills team total over 30.5 points. How do they not do it? How do they not do it? In Miami, it's going to be nice and sunny. It's going to be not too hot because it's in November. It's going to be perfect weather. The Dolphins they've already traded away Jalen Phillips. Probably going to trade away Russell Douglas. Maybe Jack Jones. Maybe Minka Fitzpatrick. Who's left to play defense?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Minka.
Who's left to play defense, man? Nobody. And at that point, it's like, here we go. Here come the Bills rolling into town, hot off of a win against the Chiefs, wanting to make a statement. It's going to be a statement game. 30.5 points. I see 35 points for sure being scored here. So just go ahead and nuke that 40, maybe even a 50 burger. They may.
No.
I mean, this may be maybe a 70 burger.
burger.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Now we're getting crazy. 80 burger. But yeah, Bills team total over 30.5 feels like an insanely low number. I understand it's a divisional game on the road. I just don't simply don't care.
Yeah.
So give me the Bills. Sound the alarms. Nuclear missile whale play is live for this weekend. That's all we've got for you guys for this week's show. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the podcast. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the TikTok. If you guys are fans of the NFL draft, mock drafts will be coming out hot and hearty. They are coming out quick now because it is officially draft season for your boy. So that means I can focus all my attention on that. Not really worry about what's happening in the games because who cares? So
Thank God for bye weeks.
Thank God for bye weeks. That's right. Ours is coming up. Can't wait. But that's all we've got for you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one.